闭眼背雅思单词。
Infirmity.
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 虚弱、衰弱。
Pasture.
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 牧场、草原。
The cows are out now, grazing in the pasture.
牛群现在出去了，正在牧场上吃草。
The cows are out now, grazing in the pasture.
Motivate.
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 使有动机，激励、激发。
They are motivated by a need to achieve.
他们被成功的需要激励着。
They are motivated by a need to achieve.
Reinforcement.
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 增援、加强、加固。
Reinforcements were needed to allow more troops to move to forward positions.
需要增援，以便让更多的部队推进至前沿阵地。
Reinforcements were needed to allow more troops to move to forward positions.
Tutorial.
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 大学导师的辅导课。
Students may decide to seek tutorial guidance.
学生们可以决定寻求助教的指导。
Students may decide to seek tutorial guidance.
Anticipation.
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 预料。
Meg was in a state of fevered anticipation.
梅格处于一种急切期盼状态中。
Meg was in a state of fevered anticipation.
Envisage.
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 展望、想象、面对。
He envisages the possibility of establishing direct diplomatic relations in the future.
他设想将来建立直接外交关系的可能性。
He envisages the possibility of establishing direct diplomatic relations in the future.
Spoil.
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 损坏、破坏、糟蹋、宠坏、溺爱、变质。
He's a spoiled brat.
他是个被宠坏的臭小子。
He's a spoiled brat.
Multiply.
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 增加、繁殖、乘。
These creatures can multiply quickly.
这些生物能迅速大量繁殖。
These creatures can multiply quickly.
Pilot.
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 飞行员、引航员。
Someday I'll be a pilot.
将来有一天，我将成为一名飞行员。
Someday I'll be a pilot.
Approval.
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 赞成、同意、正式批准。
There was a roar of approval.
响起了一片表示赞成的喊叫声。
There was a roar of approval.
Populate.
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 居住于、生活于。
The island is thinly populated.
这个岛人口稀少。
The island is thinly populated.
Versatile.
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 多才多艺的、多面手的、多用途的、通用的。
Never before has computing been so versatile.
计算机技术从未像现在这样用途广泛。
Never before has computing been so versatile.
Microbiology.
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 微生物学。
Concentrate.
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 全神贯注、全力以赴、集中、聚集、浓缩。
At work, you need to be able to concentrate.
工作时你要能专心。
At work, you need to be able to concentrate.
Multiple.
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 多重的，多样的。
He died of multiple injuries.
他死于多处受伤。
He died of multiple injuries.
Expose.
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 使暴露、揭露。
He was exposed as a charlatan.
他这个假行家被曝了光。
He was exposed as a charlatan.
Curative.
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 有疗效的，医疗的。
Too much is spent on curative medicine and too little on preventive medicine.
在治疗医学上花费太多，而在预防医学上花费太少。
Too much is spent on curative medicine and too little on preventive medicine.
Suitable.
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 适当的，相配的，合适的，适宜的。
Use a sunscreen suitable for your skin type.
使用一款适合你的皮肤类型的防晒霜。
Use a sunscreen suitable for your skin type.
Up to date.
uptodate.
Up to date.
直到最近的，现代的。
You need an up-to-date web browser.
你需要一个最新的网络浏览器。
You need an up-to-date web browser.
Versus.
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 与相对，对抗。
That case became known as Healy versus Jones.
那起诉案被称作希利诉琼斯案。
That case became known as Healy versus Jones.
Magnet.
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 磁铁、磁石、磁体，有吸引力的人或物。
Many openers have a magnet or set of clamps to grip the open lid.
许多开启器是用磁铁或家具来夹紧要开启的盖子。
Many openers have a magnet or set of clamps to grip the open lid.
Personnel.
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 全体人员、员工。
Her first job was in personnel.
她的第一份工作是在人事部。
Her first job was in personnel.
Outlook.
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 观点、见解、展望、前景。
She is very modern in outlook.
她的看法很时髦。
She is very modern in outlook.
Fountain.
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 喷泉。
Snape wrote a receipt with a gold fountain pen.
斯内普用自来水晶笔填写了一张收据。
Snape wrote a receipt with a gold fountain pen.
Romance.
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 恋爱、浪漫爱情、爱情小说、传奇故事。
This is a slow burn romance.
这是一场发展缓慢的恋情。
This is a slow burn romance.
Splash.
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 溅、泼。
His uniform was crumpled, untidy, splashed with mud.
他的制服皱皱巴巴，邋里邋遢，还溅上了泥点。
His uniform was crumpled, untidy, splashed with mud.
Implication.
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 含义、暗示、暗指、卷入、牵连。
The implication took a while to sink in.
这个含义过了一会儿才被领会。
The implication took a while to sink in.
Fierce.
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 凶猛的、强烈的。
The noon sun was fierce.
中午的太阳火辣辣的。
The noon sun was fierce.
Reservation.
Rescrvation.
Reservation.
保留意见，存疑，预定，预定。
He went to the desk to inquire and make a reservation.
他到前台去咨询并做了预定。
He went to the desk to inquire and make a reservation.
Gadget.
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 小巧的器械，精巧的装置，小玩意。
The gadget is used to artificially inseminate cows.
这件小装置用来给奶牛进行人工受精。
The gadget is used to artificially inseminate cows.
Compatriot.
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 同胞，同国人。
Chris Robertson of Australia beat his compatriot Chris Dittmar in the final.
澳大利亚弟克里斯·罗伯逊在决赛中击败了他的本国对手克里斯·迪特马。
Chris Robertson of Australia beat his compatriot Chris Dittmar in the final.
Irrelevant.
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 不相关的，离题的。
The choice of subject matter is irrelevant.
主题的选择不重要。
The choice of subject matter is irrelevant.
Block.
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 一排房屋、街区，阻塞，大块木料。
The main drain was blocked.
主下水道被堵住了。
The main drain was blocked.
Malevolent.
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 有恶意的，恶毒的。
Her stare was malevolent, her mouth a thin line.
他目光狠毒，嘴唇紧闭。
Her stare was malevolent, her mouth a thin line.
Coach.
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 教练，指导，长途汽车。
He gently coached me in French.
他和蔼地辅导我法语。
He gently coached me in French.
Renewable.
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 可更新的，可再生的，可恢复的，可延长有效期的，可续期的。
Renewable sources of energy must be used.
可再生的能源必须利用。
Renewable sources of energy must be used.
Propose.
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 提议、建议、提名、推荐、打算、求婚。
Protesters assailed the proposed fare increase.
抗议者们抨击了提价的提议。
Protesters assailed the proposed fare increase.
Timid.
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 胆小的，羞怯的。
Normally timid, they rarely stray far from their burrows.
他们通常很胆小，极少远离自己的洞穴。
Normally timid, they rarely stray far from their burrows.
In comparison with.
Incomparisonwith.
In comparison with.
与比较，同比较起来。
They were living well in comparison with people elsewhere in the world.
和世界上其他地方的人们比起来，他们过着舒适的生活。
They were living well in comparison with people elsewhere in the world.
Extinguisher.
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 灭火器，灭火者。
Someone set off a fire extinguisher.
有人打开了灭火器。
Someone set off a fire extinguisher.
Cooperation.
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 合作、协作、配合，
The cooperation between the two is minimal.
两者之间的合作是最低程度的。
The cooperation between the two is minimal.
Foreseeable.
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 可预知的，能预测的。
Profit and dividend growth looks above average for the foreseeable future.
利润和股息的增长看上去在可预见的将来会高于平均水平。
Profit and dividend growth looks above average for the foreseeable future.
Ensue.
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 继而发生，接着发生，
A furious gun battle ensued.
接下来的一场激烈枪战。
A furious gun battle ensued.
Fallow.
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 休耕的，休闲的，
The fields lay fallow.
这些地休耕了。
The fields lay fallow.
Pine.
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 难过，
I pine for the countryside.
我渴望乡下的生活。
I pine for the countryside.
Irony.
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 反话，讽刺，出人意料的事情。
His tone was tinged with irony.
他的语气中微含讽刺。
His tone was tinged with irony.
Energetic.
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 有力的，精力旺盛的，积极的。
He was hardworking and energetic.
他很努力且精力充沛。
He was hardworking and energetic.
Conjunction.
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 连接，连词。
Textbooks are designed to be used in conjunction with classroom teaching.
教科书被设计成与课堂教学配合使用。
Textbooks are designed to be used in conjunction with classroom teaching.
Carousel.
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 行李式传送带。
Cameral.
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 怨滴。
Haul.
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 用力拖，搬运。
He was hauled up before the Board of Trustees.
他被带到了托管委员会面前问话。
He was hauled up before the Board of Trustees.
Meadow.
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 草地，
Helicopters threw searchlights over the meadows and the lake.
直升飞机将探照灯光投射在草地和湖上。
Helicopters threw searchlights over the meadows and the lake.
Scrap.
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 碎屑，
Davina was sorting out scraps of material.
戴维娜正在整理零碎的材料。
Davina was sorting out scraps of material.
Succession.
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 连续，接替，继承。
She is now seventh in line of succession to the throne.
她目前排在王位继任顺序的第7位。
She is now seventh in line of succession to the throne.
Roast.
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 烤过的，
The menu included roast grouse.
菜单里有烤松鸡肉。
The menu included roast grouse.
Avail.
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 有帮助，有益。
His efforts were to no avail.
他的努力是徒劳的。
His efforts were to no avail.
Wastage.
Wastage.
wastage,
消耗量、损耗、减员。
There was a lot of wastage and many wrong decisions were hastily taken.
浪费很大，又仓促地做了许多错误决定。
There was a lot of wastage and many wrong decisions were hastily taken.
caliber,
calibre,
caliber,
质量、才干、能力、口径，
The caliber of teaching was very high.
教学质量非常高。
The caliber of teaching was very high.
disable,
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 使丧失能力，使伤残，使不能正常运转，使无效。
A gang taunted a disabled man.
一帮混偶羞辱了一个残疾人。
A gang taunted a disabled man.
intellectual,
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 智力的，理智的。
She was an intellectual snob.
他自诩才智高人一等。
She was an intellectual snob.
impoverish,
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 使贫困，使枯竭，使贫瘠。
We need to reduce the burden of taxes that impoverish the economy.
我们需要减少使经济贫困的租税负担。
We need to reduce the burden of taxes that impoverish the economy.
hallowed,
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 受崇敬的，神圣的。
They protested that there was no place for a school of commerce in their hallowed halls of learning.
他们抗议说，在他们所尊崇的学术殿堂里，没有商业学院的位置。
They protested that there was no place for a school of commerce in their hallowed halls of learning.
premier,
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 首要的，第一位的，最著名的。
reclaim,
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 纠正，要求归还、收回、开垦。
Luke and Vlad followed the signs to baggage reclaim.
陆克和威拉德沿着指示牌到行李提取处。
Luke and Vlad followed the signs to baggage reclaim.
allergic,
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 过敏的，变态反应的，变硬性的。
I'm allergic to cats.
我对猫过敏。
I'm allergic to cats.
undoubtedly,
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 毋庸置疑的，确凿的。
Mozart's compositions are undoubtedly among the world's greatest.
莫扎特的作品无疑位列于世界上最伟大的作品之中。
Mozart's compositions are undoubtedly among the world's greatest.
cheat,
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 欺骗、作弊。
He's a fraud and a cheat.
他是一个骗子。
He's a fraud and a cheat.
horrify,
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 使恐惧，使惊骇，使震惊，使感到厌恶。
These were horrifying experiences.
这些都是令人震惊的经历。
These were horrifying experiences.
anecdote,
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 短故事、趣闻、轶事。
Pete was telling them an anecdote about their mother.
皮特正告诉他们一个关于他们母亲的趣闻轶事。
Pete was telling them an anecdote about their mother.
fuel,
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 给加燃料。
They ran out of fuel.
他们用完了燃料。
They ran out of fuel.
extravagance,
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 奢侈、挥霍、放肆的言行。
When the company went under, tales of his extravagance surged through the industry.
这家公司破产时，有关他的奢靡的传言传遍了整个业界。
When the company went under, tales of his extravagance surged through the industry.
Flora,
Flora.
flora.
一切植物、植物群。
Hostile,
Hostile.
hostile.
敌方的、不友善的、不利的。
The city is encircled by a hostile army.
该市被敌军包围。
The city is encircled by a hostile army.
Infiltrate,
Infiltrate.
infiltrate.
悄悄进入、潜入、渗入、渗透。
Activists had infiltrated the student movement.
激进分子已经渗入学生运动。
Activists had infiltrated the student movement.
Celestial,
Celestial.
celestial.
天体的、天上的。
Identical,
Identical.
identical.
完全相同的、同一的。
The 3 bombs were virtually identical.
这3个炸弹几乎一模一样。
The 3 bombs were virtually identical.
Ambitious,
Ambitious.
ambitious.
有抱负的、有雄心的、有野心的。
He is ambitious and susceptible to flattery.
他雄心勃勃，而且很喜欢听恭维话。
He is ambitious and susceptible to flattery.
Lag,
Lag.
lag.
走得慢，落后。
I'm still a little jet-lagged.
我还是有一点时差反应。
I'm still a little jet-lagged.
Delinquency,
Delinquency.
delinquency.
失职，行为不良。
He had no history of delinquency.
他没有犯罪记录。
He had no history of delinquency.
Function,
Function.
function.
运行，起作用。
She strove to perform all her wifely functions perfectly.
他努力做一个完美的贤妻。
She strove to perform all her wifely functions perfectly.
Crawl,
Crawl.
crawl.
爬行，缓慢行进。
This place is crawling with police.
这个地方警察到处都是。
This place is crawling with police.
Academic,
Academic.
academic.
学院的，学术的，不切实际的。
Their academic standards are high.
他们的学术水平很高。
Their academic standards are high.
Coral,
Coral.
coral.
珊瑚色的，红色的，
An unspoiled coral reef encloses the bay.
未经破坏的珊瑚礁围绕着该海湾。
An unspoiled coral reef encloses the bay.
Representative,
Representative.
representative.
典型的，有代表性的。
She had a stressful job as a sales representative.
作为一名销售代理，她的工作压力很大。
She had a stressful job as a sales representative.
Longitude.
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 经度、经线。
He noted the latitude and longitude, then made a mark on the Admiralty chart.
他记下经度和纬度，然后在海图上做了标记。
He noted the latitude and longitude, then made a mark on the Admiralty chart.
Comparison.
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 比较、对比、对照、比喻、比拟。
It is
Juntos estamos